My name is Ahmed Khalf. I've been here at the chess club for 3 years now. I started out as a communications officer, helped out with the social media aspect as well as player communications, and I also helped out with tournaments. And then from there, I grew to become a national chess arbiter. And now this year, I'm a treasurer as well as an arbiter, and I helped with both the financial aspects of the club as well as running tournaments like today's tournament, the Reading Week Open.
All right. Yeah. So now you are the treasurer. In terms of fundraising, um, does this tournament contribute? How does this work?
So in terms of fundraising, the Reading Week Open is one of our major fundraising tournaments, including the Holidays Open that happened in December. So those two are one of our major fundraising tournaments. It's also the tournaments that we spend the most on in terms of prizes, because it's very popular here in the Toronto area. The community really enjoys going to those two tournaments. Yeah.
So, in terms of like the prize fund, don't you give out a lot of prize money?
We do. More than I don't have like a rough number, but we do give like more than 60 to 70 back to the players in like entry fees, like percentage wise. So the prize fund for those kinds of tournaments is really huge, and the number of winners that we get out of those tournaments is huge because we have many different sections as well.
So,
I mean, is it fine if we don't include though, like this part in the editing? I'm feeling like talking about prize funds is not so good in terms of like chess culture, because like really like chess culture is about it's about like the community. It's not really the prizes. People don't really think about the prizes too much. So whenever I arbiter those kind of tournaments, I tend to see the same familiar faces year to year. Like I think the Toronto Chess Club is a very tight-knit community of chess players. So I believe like a lot of chess players here are in it for the community, for the fun, and not really trying to be very like competitive to get like the large prize pool that we offer during the Reading Week and the Holidays Open and those major tournaments that we host here.
I see. Now, how do you deal with, let's say, what are the anti-cheating practices that you've implemented?
Good question. Good question. So regarding anti-cheating, I believe it's like much harder to cheat in a in-person tournament than an online tournament, but there are different things that we can do in regards to anti-cheating when organizing an in-person tournament. So, for example, we tend to check the playing venue for any suspicious items prior to the event beginning, and then we also usually have one arbiter like walking around the playing venue to make sure that the players don't exit that playing venue during their game. Other than that, during the halls, we don't allow any phones. All cell phones must be turned off and placed on the table or outside on their coats. And we always have like an arbiter. So like if someone makes an illegal move, we always have an arbiter like in the playing hall to help correct those illegal moves and those and like enforce the rules of chess really.
Yeah, I suppose what makes playing an in-person competitive rated tournament special?
Well, it's like it's the entire experience. I believe it's like the experience from like commuting here to Hart House, and then like just enjoying playing in the castle to meeting and like just adversing with your opponent over the board. I think there is something to playing in person that just isn't replicated by playing online. It's this whole vibe, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Now you have a lot of players who do play online. Get very good. Just speaking to one of your colleagues, Mark. What is the club doing to try and encourage people to come in and play more in-person chess, and to come and play these kinds of tournaments?
So to get people to play more chess, really, our club also has has more like casual settings for like beginner players. Every Friday we host those very casual chess Fridays in the Hart House reading room, just for people to get to know the community and to have a fun, non-competitive game together. And then if people also want to learn chess, we have lessons. And then all of this really is to prepare people for the higher stakes of today's tournament. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. What else does the Hart House Chess Club do?
We host some simul's with rated players. So we also host some special events. So like a couple of weeks ago, we had two IMs clashing against each other. Mark Plotkin and versus Nicholas Vitesi. Both of them are IMs, and both of them are also. So Mark is like an alumni, and then Vitesi is actually a student here. So and, it was nice seeing them like battle each other over over many games of chess.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Now, of course you could, that's a fascinating thing to do, to organize a match. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.